Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick, and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I will be taking a pair, breaking it down both from an order flow and technical perspective. And by the end of the video, by using the combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move. And in doing this analysis, I will provide as much free education as possible. So I really suggest that you stick to the video to the end. So without further ado, let's go straight to the charts. Okay, so let's make a full breakdown of the situation that we currently have for silver. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what we have is a market which is currently testing a very strong level of previous monthly resistance, from which all this move to the downside was created, which is now turned here support and demand. Now, as we're testing previous resistance turn support, there is definitely the possibility for the market to provide a rejection to the upside. So from a monthly perspective, everything seems pretty bullish. Now, if we drop down on the weekly time frame, what do we have? Now, here on the weekly, price action has been quite clear. We had a market which had printed this M pattern. After the creation of an M pattern, what we usually want to see is for the market to create first a move to the upside, to complete the pattern at the previous support and resistance, and then to reject it to the downside. And in fact, that is exactly what the market did. The market had two bullish weeks, going and completing the pattern at the neckline, and then we started this rejection to the downside, which is exactly what we wanted to see. And at the moment, we're testing also here previous support and demand, from which this strong rejection to the upside was created, which is now again here support and demand, from which a potential rejection higher could be created as well. If we drop down on the daily time frame, what do we notice? Now, from a daily perspective, first of all, I spoke about silver a few times in the past. I spoke about it when the market was around this area after the creation of that weekly M pattern, explained all the reasons for which we expected this potential rejection to the upside. Then the market created a move, also printing this W, and I made another breakdown explaining all the reasons for which we could expect this potential rejection to the downside for the completion of the W formation at the neckline. And again, that is exactly what the market just gave us. And by the way, I will link in the description these two previous analyses, so you can go and check them out for more free education. However, at the moment, what do we have and how we could be looking for the next potential move? Now, from a daily perspective, it's very important to identify structure. And this is the structure that we currently have. This is previous daily support, which is now turned resistance. So, giving a quick recap, on the monthly, everything seems pretty bullish. On the weekly, everything seems bullish as well, with the market having a rejection away from previous weekly support, which is now again support. But from a daily perspective, we currently have daily bearish structure. And until the structure on the daily will remain bearish, this market can easily continue lower, breaking down below the previous two levels. This is very important to keep in mind. This market, until it will remain below this daily structure, could easily continue lower. So what we would actually need in order to have all the time frames aligning is a break above this resistance, because as you know, in the market, previous resistance, once it is broken to the upside, is turned support. So if we do get the break above this resistance, on the retest of this previous resistance turned support, at that point, monthly, weekly, and daily would all be aligning for a potential rejection to the upside. Now, if we go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, so the COT data, which is what the non-commercials, so the biggest speculators in the market are doing, and we check the data specifically for silver, what we can see is that with the last reports, net positions have been increasing. We went from having minus 12.7k net positions all the way up to having minus 1.6k net positions. So we're starting to see an increase in the net positioning, with longs getting increased from 47k to 52k and shorts getting decreased from 64k to 53k. So silver is getting at the moment quite bullish, with shorts decreased and longs increased from an institutional perspective. However, as we said previously, we need to see the break above this zone, otherwise this market can easily continue lower. So if we actually get the break above the structure, on the retest of this previous resistance turn support, this is where we would have the best probabilities. So how we could be approaching this potential move to the upside? Now, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily combined with the COT data, those are the best time frames from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to confirmations and entries, the best time frames are the intraday time frames, so 4 hour and lower. So if we get the move on the retest, what we could be doing is monitoring price action from an intraday perspective during this move to the downside, waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bearish market as we would have to an intraday bullish market. And if the market would shift from an intraday bearish to a bullish market and provide to us one of our valid entries, at that point we could be looking for this potential rejection to the upside and for the market to complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. Now, if you don't know what I'm speaking about when I say valid entries and this kind of things, that is all part of the mentorship program, which you can find at transparentfxtrading.com. Here you have the possibility to gain access to my entire course with all the rules of the strategies. You also have the possibility to gain access to one-on-one private mentoring, the VIP market breakdowns with the Telegram signals, the COT data software, which is the one that we used in this analysis, the trading station software, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. And if you scroll lower here, you will see that at the moment I'm running a special promotion in which you have the possibility to join the program. And since I have partnered with the forex broker Blueberry Markets, if you open an account with them from the student dashboard, you can get a full refund credited back into your trading account. And if you scroll lower, you will see that from here you have the possibility to join and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout. So definitely looking forward to have you on board. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you smash that like button and comment below. It really does support the creation of more free education and analysis for all of you. And I will see you in my next video.